Good people, it is Kisha, your fierce brand creator here. And I just been going through a bunch of emotions lately because sometimes other people won't understand your journey because they didn't walk it. If they didn't walk it with you or walk in your shoes, they may not necessarily understand how intense it is or how emotional it makes you. All that being said, this time last year, I had this feeling. I said it before, but since this is our Tabi-versary, I'm calling it, I'm going to talk about it. So this time last year, I had this feeling, like leading up till this time last year, I had this feeling of, look, I'm going to have to let fears chill out for a bit. I don't know how long. I had just been working, doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So it's not just like, oh, I put a shirt up and I sell a shirt and everything's great. Or, oh, I plan an event and a whole bunch of people come out. Everything is great. There's so much behind the scenes that goes into that. From having a printer, getting hustled by the printer, changing printers, doing stuff myself, making sure inventory is good, trying to stay creative, trying to have new stuff, trying to vend at events, and doing all this behind the scenes, trying to plan events that are different and unique, and trying to collaborate and get people support and doing things even when you don't have support. It's just a lot of behind the scenes. So around this time last year, I was just like, you know what? I might have to let fears chill out for a bit and just, focus on something else that's still my. I don't call it a passion project. I'll call it my purpose project or my purpose brand, because I feel like if you heard my story before, how it started off, I didn't necessarily plan for it to go in the direction that it did, but I knew it was going to go in some direction. I just wasn't sure what. So I just let God and the people lead it to where it needs to go. And this is what happened. But be clear, Fierce doesn't make me money. So I'm not necessarily, Fierce doesn't sustain me, put it like that. I'm not going to say I haven't made money off of Fierce. But Fierce isn't my full-time job or my, it's not a hustle. I don't believe in hustles. I think hustles are things you only do just to make money, and I don't got time for that. So Fierce is something that I enjoy doing and something I would do and I've done even if it didn't make money, even if I didn't sell a shirt, even if because I put out designs and no one has bought. Anyway, so I just got to a point where, you know what, I might have to let that go. So I was going out of town to handle some business, and it was something out of town that I was stepping out on a whole cloud of faith for. But in all of that, I just said, God, you know what? It's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I don't know which way to go, or if I'm believing too hard, or if my faith is too crazy, but you just have your way. And I kind of took a deep breath and let it be. So I'm out of town, I'm chilling, I'm taking care of what I needed to, and enjoying myself at the same time. And then one night I scrolled on Facebook to find something. I was looking for a particular restaurant, so I was trying to find them on Facebook. And I was just scrolling for a while, and then Tabitha Brown's Facebook page came up. And on her page, it was a Friday. And on her page, it was a snippet from Fridays with Tab and Chance. And she had Kev on stage and Melissa, his wife, on their podcast. And in that podcast, she was wearing our blue with gold writing, "I'm too fierce to be out here living a regular life," Fierce t-shirt. So I kind of stopped, because I'm like, wait a minute, it was unexpected, and all the things. So I kind of stopped, and then I scroll. I went to her page, and went to went to her YouTube to find the entire video. So on that Friday, she had set and did her almost hour podcast with Kev on Stage and his wife and and Tab's husband Chance in my Fierce shirt. So I'm sitting here like, oh my God, sending it to everybody. Trying to still be in a moment of what I was doing, but I'm reaching out to people like, hey, Tab posted us, and I was reposting on our Facebook and our Instagram. So that was just a high, and to me that was like a confirmation from God, because again, I wasn't expecting her to do that at that time. Yes, I submitted my things to her, but I had did that months prior, and there was no guarantee that she was going to showcase my stuff. So I had did that months prior, and even that is a whole testimony, because I wasn't going to do that, but something told me at 2:00 in the morning to get up, do what I need to do so I can send my stuff to her, and that's what I did. Also, a month prior to that, we did the Say It Louder challenge, which for 30 days or 31 days, however many days April has, I committed to and asked our Fierce friends to commit to speaking something into existence and speaking something positive for 30 days straight. I did it as well and made sure I posted every day. So whether people saw it, they commented, they shared it, they did their own. There were some people that texted me their own Say It Louder challenge. Some people inboxed, and some people just saw it and thought it was cute and didn't do anything. But I committed to it, and I stuck with it. And then the next month, Tabitha posted our stuff. Okay, so that was that Friday. Then that Monday, on her very good Mondays podcast, she actually showcased and highlighted Fierce with Nick Few with all of our items, and she talked about it and she shouted Fierce out and said my name and did all of that. Now there have been celebrities and people in the city. I don't just send my stuff to celebrities. When we first started, and even up until now, I gave a whole bunch of people gear. Some to promote, some as a, hey, this is a reminder, I was thinking about you. For Mother's Day, I sent a whole bunch of people things, and items in the past. For Valentine's Day, I'll send some of the Fierce friends or people that have supported over the years. I'll just send them a nice little note and some Fierce gear, just because that's the purpose of what I do. I want to remind people how fierce they are. Sometimes you never know what somebody's going through, and there are people that was like, you just don't know how much this package you just send in the mail meant to me, like out of the blue, because maybe they were going through whatever, just not feeling supported or not feeling appreciated, and then here comes my package. So I just let myself be led, what's on my heart, and do what I'm supposed to do, and let God take care of the rest, right? So, of course, we're thankful for Tabitha Brown showcasing us and shouting us out, because from then, yes, we got a whole bunch of orders. And although I didn't know she was going to do that weekend before I left, something told me just to prepare, okay? Just period. Maybe a women's group was going to order a whole bunch of things. Who knows? So I just prepared. I made sure inventory was right. Everything was good. And then I left. And then, I told you I was feeling some kind of way. And I just left. And then that happened while I was gone. But when I returned, I was able to get those orders out because I had prepared before I left. So I say all of that to say, yes, it's our Tabi-versary. Again, there have been other celebrities or well-known or popular people in the city, nationally, that have supported us, and I appreciate every last one of them. There have been Fierce friends who are not super popular or well-known, who have bought $200 worth of things in one order, that have continued to buy every release or new shirt that we drop, or sweatshirt. I appreciate y'all. For the person that bought one shirt or a tote bag, I appreciate y'all. Even for the people that I've gifted free items to who have never bought anything, but you've rocked it, tagged us, posted a picture, I appreciate you. Okay, this is our Tabi-versary. We're just grateful, and it is a reminder to those who may watch or listen that keep going. And people say that all the time, and trust me, when you're in the middle of it, in the thick of it, that keep going, it's like, look. That keep going is like a look. I'm going to keep going, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. But I promise you, from experience, from testimony, that when it's time, when it's aligned, it'll happen. Whatever you're looking for. Unless God feels like you're not ready or this is not what I have for you. And then even that, sometimes he'll do it so you can see that you weren't ready to get that blessing. You know, and he'll be like, okay, we're going to run that back. I just want to show you weren't ready. But had I been sending it to people for years and some of them never posted? Yeah. But a lot have. And I appreciate that. And not just because, oh, we posted, that means they saw it. No, because what it is they like what I sent. They like the brand. Because a lot of people are not going to share, repost, or tag things that they're not feeling. Like, if somebody gives me a product and I'm like, I really don't like the product, I'm sorry, I won't be posting it or sharing it. And that's just what it is. Like, sorry. Because what it means is I represent that or I support that. And even if things change at that moment, if I post it, that means I supported that, you know? So we're just grateful. It's our Tabi-versary. During this Tabi-versary, there's a Fierce sale going on in the Fierce shop. We're cleaning house. We always say we're cleaning house, and we have been cleaning house, but this is like the last of the house gonna be clean after this. So go and purchase something in the house, something that Tab showcased, or whatever you see is for the low, and when it's gone, that's gone. We're going to work on something else, and we've been working on something else. And if we do need to sit down for a while until God shows us where else we need to go, we're going to do that as well. So keep going, y'all. Don't give up. If it's something your purpose to do, if you feel strongly about it and you feel like you've been led to do it, that go through is a lot. Trust me. That journey can be hard, challenging, lonely, but keep going. That's the purpose of the Tabi-versary, to say, keep going, because when it's time, it will happen. So we appreciate everybody that ever supported, that ever liked, shared a post, commented. Warrior Teen didn't even tag us, because sometimes people do that, and I get it, because I wear people's stuff sometimes. I'm like, shoot, I forgot to take a picture. But we're just grateful. And I don't feel like Fierce is something that needs to be shut down. But sometimes you got to pull back and be quiet so you can get ready for that next level. And we'll just see what happens. So I'm glad I gave it up and told God to move and do what he wanted to do with Fierce. And that I didn't give up. Because if I would have shut it down and closed the store down 3 days before Tab posted us, who knew? God knew. That's who. Y'all stay fierce and keep going.